country you guys.
Hi to all Kapandisal dyan. We are here in front of our apartment and we saw a fruits. Pring Bandol, ano pangalan nito?
What's the kind of tree?
This is, I think they call it a gooseberry.
Gooseberry?
Goose.
Goose?
Gooseberry?
I think it's called gooseberry. I
Goose. So these three Kapandisal, it's called gooseberry. So since
think it's called gooseberry,
we
yeah.
saw this kind of tree, some of the birds and squirrel, they eat the fruits like this one. This one, Kapandisal, this one. They eat. And we saw a Canadian, he helped and watering the trees. So now we need to interview him. What's his purpose of doing this kind of helping our environment? He is very kind, and so my friend, can you speak in front of camera? What is your purpose of doing this?
Hi. It's purpose to water young trees that are dying around the city. And anybody that can, in any city they're living in, whether it's Philadelphia or New York or wherever, just go around and water young trees
Yeah.
to help them to survive. So we have more oxygen. We need lots of oxygen.
So what is your name?
John.
John, from you're a
John.
Canadian?
Yeah, my mother's like a Russian, Polish mix.
So
My
his
father's
mother,
English and Scottish.
yeah, Scottish. So he
but
helped.
I'm Canadian.
He helped watering trees because now it's time for summer. Because summer here is start at June 20 to September 22. So now it's in Canada. It's very
Very dry.
hot, very
Very
dry.
hot,
Yeah, dry.
Tell people they can get their water from creeks.
Yeah,
The best place is to go to a creek.
creek. Yeah.
Small river, creek.
Yeah, like in
Like
beside the
down
park
here.
in Banier.
Yeah,
There
there's
is a creek here, there, and he gets water. He put in the small container like this
can
one,
show.
guys.
You can I can show them how it's done.
Yeah, he do watering trees. So his purpose is to help environment, to preserve trees, so that we can inhale fresh oxygen here in
fresh
Canada. So this is a very good
Yeah.
man. So this is a very good example to preserve nature, to love nature, and to
Some-
protect nature, to protect Mother Earth, so that we can breathe fresh air and oxygen
So,
in the.
some scientists say we could save the planet if we didn't cut grass, if we just let the weeds grow
Yeah.
instead of cutting grass, like the grass, weeds, just let it all grow up. They said that could absorb most of the world's carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide, yeah, that's really true.
So you'll never get the oil companies to stop burning fossil fuels, but our job is to take the carbon dioxide, take it out of the atmosphere.
Atmosphere, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that's the only way. Otherwise, how are you going to stop how are you going to stop an oil company
Yeah.
from producing gas
Producing
because
gas.
they want to make their money?
Yeah. To earn.
So the only way to combat it is we got to remove the carbon dioxide
Side.
by watering the
Watering the
trees,
trees.
and don't cut your grass so often. Let the weeds and
So
grass absorb.
observe it. So
Carbon dioxide.
how many times did you do this kind of activity?
I just started a week ago
A week ago, since
because it's getting too dry.
since
started.
our environment now is needs water.
Yeah,
So
very
you do
dry.
1 week 1 week ago.
That's
So for
right.
how many years did you do this?
This is the first year.
First year.
I've
So,
done this water.
yeah. So it's not too late to do this
Yeah,
kind of
'cause
activity.
It seems worse this year, so
Yeah.
it's just
So-
an idea I had.
Yeah. So
Are you gonna try to put this on YouTube?
yeah, put in
Oh,
YouTube
super.
because we're a YouTuber here in Canada.
Yeah, put it on YouTube. Then many people can hear my story.
Yeah.
It's a
So
good story.
his name is John.
John.
So what is your family name?
My last name Fox.
Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
like
John
the
Fox.
president, like
So-
the Mexican president.
Yeah.
My name was Fox.
Fox.
Yeah.
So to all our Kapandisaldan na nanonood sa ating vlog, to all our viewers, so this is a very good example of how to preserve nature, how to help nature, so how to protect Mother Earth, so that for the next generation, they will experience a fresh air here, especially here in Canada, but not also in Canada, but also around the world. To all viewers, so this is a very very nice, very very good example. John, he used his bike
Bicycle.
to ride to get some water in the creek.
When you're just one last note, when you're watering, give little bits at a time.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it'll just flow. It'll just flow somewhere else. So you gotta just stick around a tree for
yeah.
like 15.
Because yesterday
20
we saw you in the creek. I think you're the one. You're the one to get a water. So
I've been watering like city trees here in Kitchener.
yeah,
I need to drop a line to the mayor to get them to try to make sure the trees are watered.
yeah.
The young trees.
So what is your message to the other people live here in Canada? So you have message to them?
A message.
Oh yeah, message. So you have to convince something like that. What is your message? What is your
My
purpose?
biggest message is get that carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Grow weeds.
Yeah.
Instead of growing grass on your lawn, grow weeds on your lawn.
So this
You
big-
gotta get the carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. Because like I said, you'll never get oil company to stop.
Yep.
They've been having every year they've had conference
Yeah.
for 40 years. They result in nothing,
Yeah.
almost nothing. So the next step is we just have to take the carbon dioxide out
So
ourselves.
so after you do this, so you move to another park or another trees.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So but not whole day.
This morning and evening,
Evening
is a
and
good
evening.
time there.
Yeah. So that
Too hot.
because when during like 12 or
Yeah.
1, it's very hot here in Canada.
You can't save the whole world, but just you need to just pick an area.
Yeah.
Pick a certain number of
certain
trees or pick some weeds just to water them.
So yan mga kapandisal, it's very amazing to show this kind of activity. John.
Yeah.
So to all viewers, let's protect Mother Earth, and like he said that you cannot save whole world, but
Pick
you need
some-
to pick.
Pick certain trees. If
Pick
everybody
certain trees,
if everybody picks some couple of trees or some weeds to water during dry spells.
Yeah. During
and,
dry spells.
Try not to cut your grass so often.
Yeah.
I think some cities have adopted a policy of not cutting grass in April and May
yeah.
and most of June, just to give the chance for the plants to absorb the carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere
Yeah.
and that,
So,
and let the mother nature, let birds enjoy the grass and everything,
yeah. So
and insects. They say the pollinators need the weeds and the flowers in the springtime, so
yeah.
to promote pollinators like bees and insects.
So during
And
like
we need those.
yeah. So this evening you do this in other part.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a bunch of trees around the Fairview Mall.
Fairview? Other?
Fairview, yeah, up at the
Yeah,
Fairview
because,
Mall. There's a bunch near around the train station.
Yeah, train station, because when I walk last morning, the grass is very dry.
Very dry.
Yeah.
The trees are dry. Everything's dry.
Dry. So do you have other friends to do this, or you're only one?
No,
So just
Just you.
just of you.
just you.
Yeah.
You can start. You can start this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, even me, as of this time, I can't do this to watering the plants, but I'm making YouTube document this kind of person, this kind of guy that he do. So in this kind of a small interview, small setting of interview, guys. So we hope that we can change the world into a safest.
I'm convinced it's the only way. It's the only way to reduce carbon dioxide now is by drawing it out of the atmosphere,
Yeah.
by watering your lawns. Try to get water from creeks
Yeah.
rather than tap water.
So
And water trees, water, like I said, weeds.
Yeah. So
Pigweed is a really good one. Certain weeds are more effective at drawing carbon dioxide
Yeah.
out of the atmosphere, so you can do internet research,
Internet.
find out which weeds are the best.
So
taking
in this kind of activity, who encouraged you to do this?
I read an article a few years ago
Yeah.
that encouraged me. It was a group of scientists that suggested, instead of cutting grass, to let your grass be and encourage weeds
To grow.
to grow, because the weeds are the best carbon
Hey,
dioxide
carbon
absorbers. And the way to save the world now
Yeah.
is getting that carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
You're not going to keep going to conferences every year and expect the leaders to do. Otherwise, it would shut down the entire world's
Entire world.
economy.
Yeah.
And we can't expect the leaders to do that, but we can do our part by removing the carbon dioxide.
So that's your message to the
Yeah.
whole world. So
And
so
in the fall you have to kind of compost, dig your weed, find a place to dig your weeds under the ground somewhere, so you're not don't burn them. You can't burn your weeds or your grass, otherwise you're just releasing it. You're just releasing the carbon dioxide
dioxide. Yes.
back into the atmosphere. So in the fall, people have to take their weeds to like organic farmers or put them under your ground, compost, whatever.
Yeah. So John, this is John. John, thank you for your
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
thank you for your support for our Mother
I hope
Earth.
this message
Yeah.
gets out.
So
We need to save the
so
world.
one last message to the world or to our viewers. So you have one last message?
Yeah, it's the only message I have. The world and the oceans have to be saved. We need to remove the carbon dioxide. Encourage your governments, your cities, not to cut grass, and encourage weed growing.
Yeah.
And do research, find out which weeds are the best.
The best.
Some suggested like pigweed, very good at absorbing carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
And there's others, but
So
thank you.
yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
So hey John, thank you for your support to our nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you could
So-
even title this, put
Yeah.
a title on it, removing carbon dioxide, or
So-
saving the earth.
Our
Saving
main
the earth.
our
would be
main
good.
title in this
Could
vlog
be,
is saving
saving the
entire
earth.
entire earth.
Yeah,
or
that would
saving
be a
the
good
world.
one. Yeah.
So thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I hope you can continue do this
Yeah.
in your during your
Kamsahamnida.
during your free time.
Spasiba. In
Yeah.
Russia, they say spasiba.
Spasiba. So thank you, John. That's it.
Okay.
Bye
great.
bye.
Bye now.
Okay,
Bye,
thank you
buddy.
so much.
Bye.
So mga kapandisal, yun ang message ni John sa buong mundo o the whole world. We should protect or save Mother Earth as soon as possible. So thank you sa mga listener natin dyan. And thank you kay Paring Bandol. Siya din yung nag-encourage sa atin na bumaba kasi dyan lang kami nakatira sa aming apartment. So since nakita niya dito, so thank you and God bless to all of us.